Cut this up for me, Ashley. Joe Show live on 93.3 FLZ. You and your friend have known each other for how long?
Like over 20 years.
So 20 years you have known her, and you did not like her boyfriend, but you never told her that.
Never told her.
Why?
I just feel like it wasn't my place. I'm like, you know what? This is your boyfriend. Eventually, you're going to find out. And I wasn't around her a lot to the point where I was like, you know what? Who cares if I don't like this person? Like, I'm not around you enough to have to deal with them. So, like, you'll find out on your own. And now that they're not together anymore, I was just like, you know what? I never liked him anyway. I thought, like, they just, were a loser.
You finally told her that after they broke up. You told her that how long ago? A couple days ago?
Literally this past Sunday.
And she has not talked to you since?
No, but she's still liking my photos on Instagram, so that's making me feel a little better.
She told you that she was mad at you. Like, how dare you not tell me this while we're together? Why didn't
you tell me in the beginning? Like I just said, it wasn't my place, I felt like.
Hey, I'm on your side with this. I think that people need to date who they want to date. It's no one else's opinion. I hate when other people try to get involved in other relationships. It's not fair to the people. You don't know the full story.
Yep. That's why I was like, you know what? I don't know how he treats her. Maybe she loves it, but I don't like it, but she loves it, so keep it moving.
Jed, if you didn't like Jessica or Alyssa, Ashley and I's girlfriends, or you didn't like a certain friend's significant other, would you let them know while they're dating?
No. I think one of Joe's previous relationships, it was clear that I didn't like her. I don't know if Joe knew through my actions or not.
Did you know?
Oh, yeah, I know exactly who he's talking about.
Okay.
I kind of...
No names. Let's not do names.
Through my actions, I kind of voiced my displeasure, but I didn't vocalize it until after the relationship is over.
But you knew he didn't like her, but did it affect you guys' relationship, Joe and Jed? Were you, like, mad at him?
Yeah, it was awkward to have them both around each other.
Okay.
Because I knew that just Jed didn't want to be there. And then that's really tough when you're, like, Jed's my brother, you know what I mean? So it's tough when I'm with someone and he doesn't want to be around them. Looking back on it, Jed was in the right. And to be honest with you, looking back on it, as crazy as it sounds, I might change my opinion right now. I kind of wish he said something to me. But also, would I have listened?
Nah.
I probably wouldn't have. Caitlin, you're in a similar position. How so?
Well, my best friend started dating this guy, and I did not like him at all. And I didn't feel like I would be being a very good friend if I didn't just very gently and tactfully tell her some of my concerns. So I put that out there. She received it well, but she wants to proceed with the relationship, which is fine because that's her life, her dating life, not mine. But I just think that that's being a good friend. She's done that for me in the past when she saw, like, red flags in people I was dating.
Would you listen to her red flags?
Well, and that kind of goes into what was said earlier about, like, you don't always know the situation. When she brought up a red flag with someone, with my now husband, I was like, hey, I totally see how you see that as a red flag, but, like, these are his intentions behind it, and blah, blah, blah. But I wouldn't feel like a very good friend or person if I was seeing something and I didn't at least say, like, hey, like, do you see what's going on as well?
And are you okay with it?
Yeah, exactly. And it's not something that I ever bring up now because that's her choice and she wants to date him, and that's all fine and good. But I just think that you should at least say something once because, yeah, then after the fact, it's like, oh, well, you saw all these, like, things and you never thought to tell me. You could have saved me time. Chances are the person wouldn't have, like, ended their relationship over your concerns. But, like, I just think if you see something, you should, if you're that close, you should say something.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Caitlin, I appreciate this advice. And, I mean, Ashley, is it helping to hear all this?
It is. Hopefully, I can send her this podcast and she'll listen.
Yeah. How about this one? Katie, you say that Ashley's in the right but also in the wrong. How so?
Well, okay. I think that, yes, if you do see red flags or if there is a problem, it's definitely good to say something. But at the end of the day, like, those people, they can just put it in one ear and right out the other and say, all right, well, that's, you're not in my relationship. You're not in my shoes. You don't really know the full story. And my brother actually has this girlfriend who I've been telling, well, my whole family's pretty much been telling him this whole time. that there's a bunch of red flags, and he is still with her, and he won't listen to any of us, and it's just crazy. But I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, it's their decision, it's their call. But I would definitely consider to say something, because if you don't like being around them, I mean, then there's not really a point to be around them.
Wait, did you say something to your brother? Did you say that or no?
Oh, yeah. I told
okay,
him. I said, listen, dude. I said, you know, he has, you could just see his emotion, his attitude, and he's been down lately. And we all tell him all the time, like, you know, if you move on, you would be happier. But, you know, he just doesn't really want to listen. So we just have to sit back and watch.
Do you feel like, though, he'd be happier if you just embraced his significant other and didn't cause that extra stress? Because it's got to be stressful for him to think in the back of his head, I mean, my family doesn't even like, you know, my girlfriend or wife or boyfriend or I don't know,
he's
whoever.
dating, yeah.
Alien.
I get that 100%, and we did. All of us tried. You know, she came in, we all were open-minded, but we kind of saw the little flaws that she had going into the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of made it known to him that maybe, hey, you should watch out for these types of things. And he obviously didn't. And now he pretty much isn't happy with his life.
Interesting. All right. Well, hey, I've got your brother on the line to tell you that he got her pregnant.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You're going to be an aunt. Woo.
December baby.
Z is waking up with the Joe Show. Ashley did not tell.
Morning.
Good morning. Ashley did not do what, you know, Katie said. Katie has gone to her brother and said, listen, I don't like your significant other. She kind of stinks. Ashley didn't do that with her friend.
Wait,
her
it's a
friend
man.
ended up, you know, breaking up with this person. Ashley finally admits to her, listen, I never liked him. I think that you shouldn't have dated him. And now her friend isn't talking to her. She thinks that she's a bad friend for never voicing her opinion. I mean, where are you at on this? What do you think?
She's actually not wrong, because who's to say that if she would have said something in the beginning when she noticed the signs, if that her friend wasn't going to stop talking to her anyway. So it's almost like...
Here, watch this. You ready for this,
goes both
Z?
ways.
I'm here to say that she would not have done anything at all. She would have stayed with that guy 100%.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So what would be the purpose of saying anything? Then, I mean, you're going to get the same outcome. She's going to stop talking to you for a while. Eventually, she'll come back and talk to you. But it's still going to be the same outcome. So why say anything in the first place?
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Yeah.
You're totally right. I think that people are, you know, they're blind in those moments. But, you know, it works both ways. I do think that there are also significant others who do absolutely nothing. And for whatever reason, others don't like them. And it could be just jealousy. It could be, you know, who knows? Relationships are, they're complicated.
Yes, they
None of them
are.
are easy. But
Right.
What are you going to do? You got to
Right.
stick
You're damned
with
if
your
you
heart.
do, you're damned if you don't.
Amen to that.